Good afternoon. My name is Shatrell Lee, and I'm going to be talking to you about the nursing implications of the Mennonite culture. My first topic is going to be common diseases. The Mennonite culture forbid marriage outside of the order, and few outsiders have joined the community, which has led to intermarriage. Intermarriage within the culture has led to genetic mutations within the Mennonite community. This has led to several inherited genetic disorders. Some of those rare disorders within the population include Ellis Van Creveld syndrome, which is a rare type of dwarfism. It's an inherited disorder of bone growth that results in very short stature. There's also glutaric aciduria, which is a form of cerebral palsy. This is an inherited disorder in which the body is unable to process proteins properly. There's also Crigler-Najjar syndrome. This is a rare genetic disorder in which the body lacks a specific liver enzyme that helps to break down bilirubin. There's maple syrup urine disorder. This is also a rare genetic disorder in which the body is deficient of certain enzymes that breaks down amino acids within the body. There is Trojer syndrome, part of a group of genetic disorders known as hereditary spastic paraplegia, and this is characterized by progressive muscle stiffness, and it eventually develops into paralysis of the lower limbs. And some other diseases that are more common in the general public are cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, and deafness. Some of the high-risk behaviors associated in the Mennonite communities are major health concerns due to farming and traffic accidents, transportation-related injuries involving large animals, as well as falls from ladders and falls down haymow openings. The Mennonites also actively participate in folk and alternative medicines. They also use a variety of folk practitioners. For example, they use foot reflexologists. The Mennonites also typically, children are only allowed to complete schooling up until the 8th grade. After that, they are set out to start working. As a result, many times children are involved in accidents that result in severe lacerations, broken bones, loss of digits, and even loss of limbs. One other high-risk behavior that are associated with the Mennonites, they're sometimes reluctant to, or many times reluctant to seek medical interventions unless there is some type of serious injury or major medical concern. So they're at risk for preventable diseases due to their lack of or apprehension to seek preventable medical care. Another topic is how to provide culturally competent or culturally sensitive care. Decision making through the Mennonite community is governed by, as they would say, the church and God, rather than on an individual preference. Mennonites typically utilize chiropractors as a primary form of care, medical care. As I said, they use folk or alternative medicines. They use herbs. They use vitamins, minerals. The foot reflexologists, as opposed to choosing traditional medicines. Transportation is also typically an issue. They tend to use the horse and buggy as their forms of transportation. Mennonites are less likely to, as I said, seek medical attention unless there is some form of illness, and they're more likely to use folk or alternative medicines or alternative therapies. They use some teas, herbs, minerals, home remedies versus traditional medicines. Another topic was how to communicate with them. Mennonites are bilingual. They can speak English, but they typically speak in a language known as Pennsylvania Dutch, which is similar to German. Another topic is what to include in health promotion education with the Mennonite community. Because they are hesitant to seek medical attention, of course, access to health care will be a topic for health promotion and education. Depression and mental health will be a topic that will be addressed because there is a prevalence of mental health issues. Major depression is associated in the Mennonite community due to their social isolation. Women's health is also an issue. There have been some studies that have linked a higher risk of breast cancer in the Mennonite female community because of lack of screening for breast cancers in the female community in the Mennonites. Diet and nutrition would also be a health promotion in the Mennonite community. Exercise, weight management, and obesity would also be a health promotion education. Again, vitamins, minerals, and alternative health would be another health promotion education, and accident safety, of course, would be a health promotion education that I would address in the Mennonite community. And how to show respect through their beliefs regarding birth, death, or religion. For health professionals providing culturally sensitive care and understanding related to whatever the situation may be, whether it be birth, death, or religion, it would be appropriate. Being professionally appropriate and compassionate to patients and their families. Thank you.